Mic's off. There it is. Mic's on now. We're good. All right. So so today's lesson, again, it's nothing new necessarily. Tomorrow's lesson will be more of what the explore task is and what it's all about. But today I do want to make sure that we know how to upload our create task. I kept on saying when we were doing it, we'll do it that Monday, do it that Monday. Guess what? It's that Monday now, even if it's distance learning style. So, getting a lot of messages here. All right, no, we're good. Anyway, so I just want to upload, show how we're going to upload and what we're going to upload. And again, the basic idea is very sound. So you should, at this point, we should have three things. And again, what I'll probably do is show quickly for those people who have everything ready how to upload, so that when you're here, when you are like, if you're here and you want to upload and you can follow along with me right now because you have all these documents, I can do that. And then at the end, I'll show you sort of the things like how we're going to prepare that stuff, like put the ovals and all that stuff, just things that you should have. All right. So again, really what it comes down to is that we should have, we should have three things, right? The first thing this is part one, is going to be our video. All right. I sent it to you. Terrible writing, but I sent it to you. You should have your video. That's one thing everyone actually should have just in their possession somewhere on the computer, downloaded, ready to be uploaded. The second is our written responses. I have this at a weird position, but that's okay. Right? So I would have the video. I would probably rename it just like create task video. Right? This would be create task, sort of individual written responses, I guess you can write. Okay. And again, this should be, obviously this is a file, a video file. These other ones should be PDFs. So PDF. And we can show on the website exactly. But the last one, of course, is the program code. Okay, so those are the three things that we actually need to upload. So assuming we have all those things ready, now let's go into what we are going to do. All right. So, like I said, if you go on to your browser, and we're just going to go to, it's digitalportfolio.collegeboard.org. It sometimes works better if you just search for like, hey, Digital Portfolio College Board, and it's going to be like this top one, right? Digital Portfolio collegeboard.org. Is that weirdly stretched out or something? I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Seems all right. Okay. Anyway, so we go to Digital Portfolio. You're going to ask to log in and type in your password, all that good stuff. And then you basically, it'll probably take you to I have different classes. Mine's going to look slightly differently, but it's going to generally look the same once you're in there, because you're going to go to your AP Computer Science Principles course. Again, it's going to be one of these courses. Let's just click on 7th, and this is sort of where we need to be to upload stuff. This is the location of upload. All right, this is the upload location that we're going to be using. So now, okay, let's look. So if you look over here, we have two things. We've seen this before. I went through it before, but that was a while ago. So if we go to create, because that's the create task, if you notice there's an overview, individual video, individual written response, and program code. Those are the three things: the video, the written responses, and the code. So if we just click on overview, it does give us sort of, what it should be, what the directions are, all that stuff. It should be in there. And again, it outlines the things that we need, right? But if we go to, let's see, if we look at, if we go to the next thing, right, the individual video, this is the place where we're going to upload. Again, yours is going to have an upload button. Mine looks a little different. I don't have sort of an access to a student one, but basically it's going to have an upload. It does say what it has to be. It's got to be MP4, WMV, or AVI, or .movie format. Usually all of them are in AVI that we have. There's some different formats. Again, most of them aren't going to be, we already know that it can't be more than a minute. We already know that it can't be 30 megabytes in size. We got that down. So give me 1 second here. So I'm going to let you guys do that for 20 seconds. I'll be right back. So do that. Upload yours. Let me know how it goes in the comments. All right, sorry. We're back. Oh, forgot to switch the screen. Did that on purpose just so I could use that. Okay. All right, so... No. Okay, so there's a question. So just upload it. Just have it uploaded. Do not submit final. Don't submit final. Do not submit final. Because we're going to submit the final towards the end of, like, closer to the due date. We're going to submit the final closer to the due date. So do not submit final. Just have it uploaded. So we're going to have everything uploaded. All right. So you have your individual video uploaded. And what we're going to do there is, what if you think of something better to do, or you watch it later and your sound wasn't working, or whatever, right? You can have the ability to change it up to a certain amount, but you want to have something in there, so just in case, you end up not having time to change it, or you don't want to change it, or whatever, we can final submit at the end and we're all good. Okay, so I think I've said, I said in class a bunch of times, but I just want to make it very, very obvious. We're just uploading. We're not final submitting. Why would we final submit right now? We're not doing that. We're just uploading it. I said that's why I use the term upload, not submit. Okay, I hope you're joking, and you didn't actually final submit it after I said it. Upload about a million times. Upload. Okay, the second thing. All right, the second thing that we're doing, the written responses. Again, it says it has to be a PDF, right? They're clearly labeled 2A through 2D in order. It says your response must not exceed 750 words, not including the program code. Okay, and then yours will have a upload thing here, right? It'll be an upload thing here. So, so what you're going to do is you are going to, do the same thing. You're going to upload. If you don't have it as a PDF, you just save it as a PDF. You can do it right in the template. Save it as a PDF, and we're going to upload it down here. Again, it's going to be different for you how it looks, but it's generally going to be the same thing. The individual written response. It says what you need to submit, and we're going to upload it, but not final submit it. Okay. And then finally, the program code. This is the code it's going to be a PDF, right? So what you can do is make it an image, and then eventually convert it to a PDF. Okay. And then we're going to do an oval. That's the image that we convert to a PDF. That's going to be an oval around your algorithm, rectangle around your abstraction. Again, I'll go more into that. This first part is mostly for the people who have all the stuff and they're just ready to want to know how to submit it. And again, that's where we went. We're pretty much already here. I'm sure you can figure it out from here. But again, down here there's an upload. We're going to upload that. Again, if you uploaded the wrong file, or if you want to upload something different, or change it, or maybe you reword something, and then you can re-upload it, and basically it's just going to keep all the revisions of them in there, so you can keep on uploading it if you need to change something. Okay, so those three things are submitted, right? Those three things are uploaded, not submitted. We're not going to final submit until the end. But again, that's how I can see that you upload something, and I'll do that not showing, but I'll see that you uploaded something, and I can see what you're uploading. I just usually run through them and make sure it's the right thing. Okay, so if you had all those three things, and you were ready to go, like you should have been ready to go today, like had all those, and you uploaded it, well then you're pretty much done here, right? That's what I wanted to get across today. Tomorrow we're going to start the explore task. Again, so it's another task that once I introduce it for like the first 3 days and have those videos up about what we're supposed to be doing, how we're picking stuff, and the timeline, it's really going to kind of be on you to work on those during the 45 minutes, hour every day, sort of as we progress throughout this time that we're distance learning here. So again, we'll get into that tomorrow. I don't want to worry about that tomorrow or today, what we need to worry about tomorrow. Okay, so if I'm, for those of you who sort of what we're submitting, okay, then we can go back and we can look at some things. So the first thing is the video. Again, I can't really help much with the video considering like you gave me the tablets. I took them off the tablets and sent you the file. You have the file. That's the one that everyone at the very least should have. There's nothing to that, right? If I'm looking at the some blocks and I want to actually figure out here we go. If I want to sort of figure out like the best way, what I need to do. Well, remember, I can always upload the program code. This is the problem that the part that people had a problem with was going to be this part. Now, I downloaded those blocks as the image, but if you notice, they're all over each other, right? That would be a terrible image to do. So if you see that, which you didn't, they're all over each other. It doesn't look good. So again, of course, I had to arrange them. I think arranging them horizontally. Oops. Yeah, that's horizontally. It looks pretty good. I have some extra blocks in here. I'm not going to worry. Again, this is just like a sample one. It's not even set up right. It doesn't matter like what's showing here. Like this is one we did in class, but yeah, I download them as an image, and you could hopefully see once it does it that it's actually a little more organized once you do that, and everything. All the blocks are showing, all that good stuff. All right, so once I actually have this, the main thing is I'm going to, let's see. You want to, in here, we want to take our main algorithm, which I think it was this one. We want to put an oval around it. So it's going to work a little bit different in yours, right? Okay, so I see in the comments people are asking, like, submitting as a PDF. Again, it's going to be different on your machine than versus my machine, but apparently if you want to double click on it and then click File and then click Export as PDF, that will do it. You also can, you run it through if you just type in like PNG or whatever file it is to PDF converter online, you can upload something, it'll spit you back a PDF, something along those lines. So it's one of those two processes should definitely work. And again, I was going to get there as well. So I'm just going to open actually this with Paint. It's probably the easiest way for me to deal with this. And so I got to grab it from off screen. Okay. So if I have all my code is right here, and you can sort of see it again. We want to put over around our main algorithm, so there it is. If you notice that I'm not super concerned that it's cutting off some things and whatever, if it's if it's on the edge of the screen or something, but that is my oval, and my abstraction, let's just say, was this one, so I'd put a rectangle around it. Again, you can make them different colors, whatever, but that's pretty clear. Rectangle, oval, and then again, I'm just going to save this as a maybe another format. I bet I can save it as a PDF if I really wanted to. Oh, looks like not through this. So what I would do is I would save it as an image, and then I would just find a way. Then I convert it probably online as a PDF. Again, the easiest way is just online. Most things can do it. Like even if I can actually like print it to a PDF, right? I mean that'll do it. So if I just did the file print and then print it as a PDF, it'll let me save it as a PDF. It just involves me printing it. So if I just, it doesn't really matter. But the point is that it'll save it, print it to a PDF. It's going to create it like that and then be able to be saved. Okay. So there's the blocks as a PDF with the ovals. And again, I just did it obviously in Windows. You're going to have slightly different instructions on a Mac. That's just how it goes. But for the most part, you yeah, good. I'm just trying to read through them. You can always just submit. They don't see anything but the final submission. So if you have something that you want to unsubmit, you can't really do that. But you can submit a new one, and then it's just gonna eventually, when you final submit, it'll submit the most recent thing that you submitted. So if you have something that you didn't want, then you can just submit another version of it basically. And then it'll only be your thing. It'll only be there. So just rename it. That's what I said at the beginning of this one. Just rename them. Those files you can have them in a folder. I'd probably even have a create task folder. Those 3 files in it, and then you know what you uploaded in there in the right spot. Okay. And let's see. Okay. Anyway, so that was that part. As far as the let's see, the actual create task, right? I actually made one, I believe, somewhere. Did I move it down here? Yeah, so I made a copy of it, of course. That's why it's called copy. I didn't rename it. You probably should have, but here's, again, just so I don't have anything in here to give you any ideas or whatever, but 2A, right, we have some words. 2B, we have some more words. 2C should have code blocks in here. It should have your main algorithm. Again, there's no rectangle, there's no box around it or oval around it or anything. It's just, hey, here's the blocks of your main algorithm. Here's the blocks of your procedure. That's your sub-algorithm 1. Blocks of your other procedure, sub-algorithm 2. I'm talking about those things. I'm going through the checklist. In 2D, I'm going to have code blocks, but it's just going to be my one procedure for my procedural abstraction. And then we're going to have some more, right? And this one's easy to do as a PDF because you can just sort of download as a PDF. Right, so I can download that as a PDF and then upload that. So again, it's this one's easier to. So there's my PDF, right? And obviously these won't just say code blocks, and these things will have actual code blocks in there. But the point is that you have a document now that is it's a PDF and it's uploadable. But again, if you make changes, you're gonna have to re-export as a PDF and then re-upload it, which again isn't that big of a deal. So if you think of something better to say, or you were over and need to rearrange it, or you're under and you want to add more, it's very easily doable. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Oops, I don't even have the window open with the questions, even if there were questions. Are there any questions? Let's see. So the total amount, it says 750 words. That's what the total should be. So if you go over in one, I certainly, I would make my mental hard cap at 250. But again, not everything should be over by 50 words. Your first one shouldn't be 200 and then 250, 250, 250, right? Because that's way more than And in fact, even if you technically had that, it's 950 as opposed to 750. I feel pretty good if you keep the whole thing under 850 words. You probably should be good. Again, I don't want to. I just would do my best to try to balance it out. So if you take some from one section to the other, it does have those. I would say mentally the limit those should be 250. I really don't think there's from what I've been told, they're not super strict on the word the exact word count. But if you're way over, then that's bad. And if you're way under, obviously that looks bad too. So I try to say if 200 is what it says, I try to be in the 175 to 225 range. Okay. They also change those word counts every year, so it sort of depends on when that file was uploaded. But the most recent one should be right on there. It's 750 total is what it says. Okay. So I think we went over at least generally how to do those. Again, it comes down to going to digitalportfolio.collegeboard.org, and again, you're going to be at here, right? It's going to be at this place. You have under your create task, you have the overview, which has a lot of good information in it, so it's always a good place to go and look, right? You can see it has what the actual directions are. And again, these are the most current. I guess they're the most current directions that there are. So it sort of goes through what they all should be. You can scroll down to where the actual create task is what we're looking for. What the actual create task is, and then we can go from there, right? So here is where the create task actually starts right here. It says the overview, what it should do, what the requirements are, all that good stuff, right in there. Okay. No, you should not submit it final. Why? Oh, here's a good one for those who submitted final. Oh, that was too nice. I don't like that. There you go. Okay. Yeah. If you submitted final at this point, Um, oh, that is a cool shirt. Can't get these anymore. These are vintage. No, we do not want to submit final now. Again, it's not the end of the world that you do submit final, assuming you didn't and never would want to make changes to it, or and you absolutely know for a fact you submitted the exact right document. Then yeah, awesome. But what we're doing now is that usually I see it's a ton of times that people they upload and then I see that they've uploaded the wrong document to the wrong place, or it's not exactly what it should be, or you can see that it's an unfinished version, so they just submitted they clicked the wrong file. It's the unfinished file, right? So there's a ton of times where it doesn't work out. Plus we have some time until the actual submit date, so it gives us some time that if we thought, oh, you know what, maybe I could change that, or we learned something else, and so don't. I just upload it. Don't submit final. If you submit final and you want me to undo that, I think I can undo that. I have to submit a reason and things for it, so it keeps track of how many times I do that. But I am allowed to unsubmit it finally for you. Again, assuming if it's the right file and you're not making any changes to it, then awesome. It's there. It's submitted final. It's done. If it isn't the right document or you want to make changes, then you're going to have to let me know so that I can unsubmit it for you. Okay? All right. Let me see. I think I answered all the questions. And again, it's actually kind of nice if I'll put a discussion board up so you guys can actually ask. Well, it's by period, class period, but it's a good way to ask each other questions, especially about the things that involve sort of the max. Like there's going to be some how to convert to PDF and how to do this, and they're all very easily done in either system, but it's just something that I'm not familiar with. I don't have the ability to show it to you right now, even if I did have one. So the point is, it's a good way to sort of help each other out. I'll put a discussion board up so you guys can ask questions if you need to. Again, and tomorrow will be I might try to do it on Zoom so everyone's here. All our viewers are in there and watching and doing the lesson on the explore task. Sort of talking about it, what we need to do, what we need to upload, and so all the good stuff. So tomorrow is our explore task lesson. Hopefully upload all those things. I am going to look. Like that's how I'm going to check that you guys did it all. I'm going to look at the journal, right? All the days are filled out. I'm going to look at your submissions to see that you submitted something from each of those tasks. And I can tell you tomorrow when we're going to meet. Tomorrow is... Oh, I had it on the calendar already, right? For tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. I believe tomorrow's is at 9 a.m. So it's the earlier slot. We try to match them up so we don't have the same, so everyone can attend their classes essentially, right? So we were trying to do that. No, it's not a final thing, so we don't really know. But I did once I know I'm gonna post them up probably at least a day in advance so you can. Again, it's going to probably be shuffled around a bit, though. It's never going to be the same. It's not like CompSci has this 2 o'clock spot always. And again, if I can't make it at the spot that there is, it'll be later. I'll record the lesson and I'll post it up, and you guys can have it. It's not always going to be a live thing every day. The next 3 days, it probably will be. And then it's going to be a lot of working days for you, where we're going to have a discussion board, and you're going to check in, and you're going to fill out your journal, and you're going to do all that stuff sort of on your own and ask me any questions that you guys have. And if there's enough questions that are the same, I might make a video about it and post it, things like that. But that's sort of the sort of flow of what's going to be going on for the next couple weeks. Again, I just want to I want to check in with you guys daily. It just might be in terms of it simply might just be a discussion board, or it might be post questions if you have them, or a review where you pop in if you have a question, and I can go over what it looks like to deal with. Okay? So, yeah. So I'll see you guys. I think I'll try, again, it seems like from what I've been seeing that the Zoom classes are more... they seem to be more viewed than, like, I did one early, like a review earlier for geometry, and it was sort of less viewed than pretty much everyone else's Zoom version of their class. And I'm not sure if it's because it's, the video is on you and it sort of, makes it so you're there and all that good stuff. And you can be sort of more of an active participant in what's going on in the class. But I will probably, I knew this one was going to be kind of quick today, but it's important. And again, it's good to sort of have that, the documentation of how to upload stuff. But like I said, tomorrow's explore task. Random soundboard sound. Done with the done with the create task, so that's good. Great job, everyone. We just do a quick attendance, okay? Just make sure everyone's here. Ari, you're here. Max is here. Courtney's here.
Bueller.
He's sick. My best friend's sister's boyfriend's brother's girlfriend heard from this guy who knows this kid is going with the girl who saw Ferris pass out at 31 Flavors last night. I guess it's pretty serious.
All right, cool. All right, that's everyone then, I guess. All right. And I will be around if you email me questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Again, a lot of them today were like, when is the live stream? I did post on Schoology yesterday. So on the calendar events, it should pop up and say like when our actual when our class is, if there is a class. If there's not, email me questions. I might not answer it in the email. I might, especially if I see a lot of the same questions, I'll make a video on it, and then you can then a bunch of people can have the same answer to that question. If it's a quick question about something specific, I'll probably just send you an email. If it's something that I've answered, in a video already, I'll just send you the link to the video or just show you the video that it is in. But just keep on every day and check in. And other than that, like the video. It's important. It's not really that important. Okay, so if there aren't any questions, again, it was a little shorter, and we're at a half hour. But again, if you have emails, if you have questions, submit it. I'm going to be checking, like I said, at the end of the day, making sure everyone uploaded, because those, all that should have been done anyway Friday, but that's okay. So I'll check. That's the thing I'm checking, and then other than that, we'll start the explore task tomorrow. So Zoom. I really like these shirts as well. Alexis asked about the shirt. They actually even have the binary year on the back of them, so that's cool. I couldn't actually see if that showed you or not, but these are from 2015, 2016, I believe. So it's been kind of a little bit. Maybe we can get a reprint of them. I like them. I don't know. I'll work on that for you, Alexis. All right. Just remember,
life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
All right. See you guys. Upload all your stuff. Upload it. Upload it.